Over 31,000 orders placed today for our today's special value from SureFit. This is our only SureFit today's special value of the year, and it was designed exclusively for us here at QVC. We have brand new colors, we have upgraded features, these pre-installed little tuck tools, so no matter what size your furniture is, these will fit, and we're going to show you how. Guess what else they are? Waterproof. So if you don't have to worry about spilling anything, having an accident with the animals or the kids, you're gonna throw these right in the washer and dryer. They will come out beautifully. And what you're doing is you're protecting your furniture. How much do we spend on our furniture? We need to protect it. And I don't know about you, but if your grandma and grandpa had that plastic over the furniture, that was not fun. I'm like, what is the point of having that beautiful furniture if every time people come over and they start to go like this, they go, No. You want to live in your furniture, right? This is the way you do it. So are you protecting brand new furniture? Yes. What though? If you have something older that has started to see the wear and tear, and you don't have the ability to purchase a brand new couch or love seat or chair or recliner right now, these can cover that up. Or if you just want a pretty pop of color, if you're just wanting to decorate, you can do that as well. This price goes up at the end of the day. We have a size for a chair or a recliner. That price is going to be $39.98. Normally $49. The love seat will be $59.98, normally $73, and the sofa will be $69.98, normally $85. And there's that easy pay breakdown. So if you want to put this on any major credit card, you can do that and break it up even further. So maybe you want to do the whole thing. You have a recliner, a chair, a love seat, and a sofa. Put it on Easy Pay. It makes it a lot easier to refresh your entire room and to not have to worry about anyone spilling on it, because you're going to be able to just put it right in the washer or dryer, and it is waterproof. So here are your color choices. I'll tell you which ones are new, starting with the pine, which is brand new. It's this beautiful microfiber, kind of like a micro suede, the softest material. It is like a puppy dog's ear. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It almost has a sheen to it. So that is kind of like a blue-green, kind of like a teal. This color is pine. That's brand new. And then you'll see over here these little puppy dog paws. This is like a non-slip on the other side. So these can go right there on leather furniture, and it's not going to slip as much because those will stop it from slipping. So there's your pine, brand new. Here is gray, such a popular color right now in the world of fashion and especially home decor, so you can't go wrong with that one. Here is your chocolate. Look how beautiful that looks, good enough to eat. So pretty, chocolate. We have it on an already chocolate recliner, so it just kind of blends right in. But you can absolutely get a color like the chambray and get that on-trend color that's happening right now and really refresh your furniture if you want, for a really inexpensive way to do it. And today's the best day to do it if you're going to, because this price goes up at the end of the day. That's the chambray. It's kind of like a denim blue, a true blue. The pine is the one that has the bluish green to it, kind of like a teal. Here we have the rust. This one is brand new as well, so a really fun way to kind of decorate for the holidays. If you want to use it as a throw pillow, go right ahead, but you're also getting that benefit of it really protecting your furniture. And each side has 3 pockets. I mean, they've really thought of everything. And then how pretty is this sand? If you've ever wanted to have nice light furniture, but you were worried about ruining the furniture, don't worry about that. You can use the sand and just really refresh your old furniture. I have an update for you already. The recliner and sofa options are going very quickly. I wouldn't wait on the rust, that brand new color, or the gray. I'm not surprised on the gray because it matches really beautifully. So whether you want something to just blend in to what you already have, that'll do that. But if you want a pop of color, look how pretty. See, look how gorgeous it is. But look behind me. On that sofa, we have the chambray, and it really just updates it with that Pantone color of the year. So This is just an inexpensive, really smart way to protect your furniture, cover up old furniture, extend the life of it a little bit, or just to have that pop of color. Your item number is H224546. We have Amy Scaglione here with us. She is a home decor expert, and she's going to give us some great ideas on how to incorporate this into our homes and exactly what sizes these are all going to fit on, because I know there's been a lot of questions. So Amy, welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here. SureFit has been around since the early 1900s.
Yeah, SureFit was founded right here in Philadelphia in 1914. And interestingly, when you think about a slipcover, we take it for granted. Back turn of the century, there were heavy fabrics on furniture, and if you bought a piece of furniture, you probably had it for most of your life, but the furniture that was covered in heavy fabrics was hot. And so originally, people would make custom slip covers to add a cool layer because there wasn't air conditioning in most homes. Then it turned to protecting furniture a little bit more. SureFit never changed their formula, though. Along the way, this trend in the 50s and 60s was this plastic or vinyl, and SureFit went, no, 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 we're going to keep working with fabrics. And they continued on with that. And they understood that trends change in terms of the size of our furniture, but the protection and the idea that we want to protect our investment never changes. And then they just tweaked little things along the way, like the tuck tools and the waterproofing, but tried and true. And we're looking at, you know, coming up this idea of how do we protect it? Well, that's that waterproofing, and we want it breathable. And so this is going to be breathable, but we want it to be easy care, which is washer and dryer safe, and we want it to stay put. And that little silicone paw backings help with that, particularly with leather furniture.
I love that it has these pockets on both sides.
Yes.
Do you know where your remote is right now? I don't. Right. It gets lost all the time, so it's perfect to put it right here.
Sounds about right.
Maybe your book, your readers. This is on both sides. And I just want to show you, I'm in a smaller club chair right here. It's very thin on the sides. It's a smaller petite chair. This is the chair cover. So this one would go on this, or a bigger, more stuffed chair. That's the chair option. You're just gonna have to tuck a little bit further, depending on the size of it, but a lot of people are asking, so if you have a chair that is not a recliner, whether it's a bigger one or a smaller club chair like this, it's going to work for you. See, imagine if this side was like thicker, it would just be like that. But it still fits, and then all of them go all the way down the back. So again, if this chair had a higher back, it would still flip over and cover the top, but you just wouldn't have so much hanging over the side. While we're here,
that's right. Yeah, you have a loose back there too. You have a loose back there too. You have a loose back there too. And so while you were there, I wanted to let folks know, if you have a loose back chair, that's okay. I happen to. It's easy to go ahead and tuck in front of that and toward the seat cushion. So if you have a loose back sofa, if you have a loose back chair, that's okay. And just as Terry said, if it's a smaller, more petite chair, don't worry about it. I actually have a larger overstuffed leather chair we'll take a look at later, but it is the same chair cover on Terry's and on mine at home.
And here is these are pre-installed, which just means that they're already put in here. These are the little things that help you tuck. So when you take it out to wash and dry, you'll take these out, although if you forget, I'm sure it's fine. But they come pre-set there. All you do is you just take this and you just stuff it down. So again, depending on the thickness of that cushion, you're just tucking as far as you can go. And that's it. Then here the back is done. Okay? Now, oh, actually, let me put the pillow there first. And then you just put this here.
Yep, exactly.
And then on the chair, this is the chair size, you'll get them on the sides as well. So here it is. I just lay it down. Actually, let's pull both out. We'll lay it down. This is what you're gonna do when you come home. When you get it home, you just press that in there. It's like a little pool floaty thing. And lay that over. And then tuck a little bit. And then here on this side, just tuck it in as far as you want to go. Lay this here. Do a little karate chop tuck. And that's it. That's all it takes. No measuring, no having someone to come in and reupholster your furniture. How many orders placed now? Over 33,000 orders today. Approaching 2,000 just in this show. Because we're at home right now. And we're taking, our furniture's probably taking a beating more than, it's like the animals are going, why don't they leave? That's what your furniture's saying right now. Give it a little refresh, especially on this Today's Special Value that expires at the end of the day. The chair and recliner, 2 separate sizes, but the same price, just under $40 for that refresh. The love seat, just under $60. The sofa, just under $70. To completely redo a sofa, a love seat. Look at this. This one's the love seat back here. And look what this did with just this color, just adding this denim color. Not the whole thing is covered, but enough to completely refresh and bring in that on-trend Pantone color of the year. Maybe there's a rip back here. Maybe there's a stain. That's what we're covering up, but we didn't have to buy a $2,000 new, what is it called? Love seat.
Love seat, your love seat. Think of lovebirds are 2. So I always think of a love seat as for 2 and then a sofa for larger.
Right. And so this would be obviously the love seat size. Yep. And then you come down to the sofa. Now this one's the biggest one. You're getting a lot of coverage here. Now, will this one have 2 of those little tucking toy things?
Yep, exactly. I always say it's like a pool noodle for a Barbie doll, right?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
We want it to be flexible. We need it to be soft. It's something that you're sitting near, and we need it to also be movable because it's going to move, right? Your cushions, things move around, and that's normal. But you're going to find them on the back, and you're going to find them on the sides, and they will coordinate to the size that you have. So like a chair, there would be 1 in the back and 2 on the sides. With the sofa, you would double that. Also, in terms of the pockets, Terry, if you're wondering, gosh, I thought I saw 2 pockets on that one and 3 on the other one, your recliner will have 2 oversized pockets.
Okay.
And then all other furniture choices will have 3 pockets on either side. So it'll accommodate whatever you need. I also like the fact that if you're sitting on the sofa, and a sofa could be like mine, 9 feet across, somebody's on one end and somebody's on the other, you might have your devices or your things on one side in your pockets, and then your partner has theirs on the other side. So it's also handy for keeping things organized in that we feature the pockets on either side of the furniture.
Now, speaking of the recliner, does it move with you as you recline?
Right, so the way that it's designed is, keep in mind, this is something that you're draping over your furniture to protect it. Those anchors, those pool, I call them the pool noodles, right? So those are gonna anchor in to help it keep from overly shifting. When you recline your recliner back, it's gonna move along with it because it's covering the recliner. It's not gonna be overly tight. Every once in a while, you're gonna need to give it a tuck, but it definitely helps stabilize it with those tuck tools.
Okay, that works. I was just playing with this recliner and I almost fell off of it. Well, let's talk about the waterproofing because that's one of the big upgrades. And these 2 colors over here that I'm going to be sitting on, the rust and the pine, these are brand new as well. But let's talk about what this does because this is not like, to be able to say waterproof is a big deal. Water resistant, waterproof, what's the difference?
Right, and think about it for a minute. It wouldn't be a big deal if you got some water on anything, but typically it's not water that we're spilling or accidents that we're having, right? And I have an elderly dog who's gotten very, very sick and lots of accidents, and she already feels bad enough. So with our pets, we don't want them to feel worse. So whether you have an elderly pet or a puppy or accidents happening, it's nice insurance for that. When we say waterproof, what we mean is that it's not water resistant, something that bubbles up and we sort of brush or dab off. It means that it's waterproof. So if you have a spill or an accident, you can even see Terry pressing it in there, that's okay. If it sits all day and we get to it later in the day, that's just fine too. So it's not going to reach the furniture underneath it when you're ready to take it off the sofa or chair and put it into the wash and dryer, good to go. And as we're seeing Terry showing us, it's not soaking through. If she had left that there for hours and we weren't in real time, you still wouldn't see that on the craft paper.
And here's why. Here's an animation which really helps us appreciate it.
And that's showing us the airflow there. So it's going to be comfortable and breathable and soft. And this is the introduction of what would be like moisture or a spill or an accident. And that layer that we saw underneath there, Terry,